Hi guys. This week your science lesson is going to be on migration because we are learning about animals and this is another feature of animals. So our objectives this week, I want you to go ahead and read these aloud with me. The first one says, we will learn about how animals find their basic needs in their environments to survive and why they might have to migrate to find those needs. Read this along with me as well. I will identify reasons why animals might need to migrate. So that's what our objective is going to be this week. So before we get started, we're going to review basic needs of animals that you learned last week. So our question is, what are the basic needs of animals? So can you go ahead and just say out loud, what are those basic needs of animals that you learned about last week with Mrs. Bell's science lesson? Okay, let's see if these were your answers. You should have said food, water, shelter, and air. Those are the basic needs of animals. Great job. And lots of animals migrate. Here are some animals that migrate, a few of them. We know that wildebeests migrate. We know that bats migrate. We know that lots of types of birds migrate. Monarch butterflies migrate. And so do blue whales and many other kinds of fish. So these are just a few of the types of animals that do migrate. So let's find out, why do animals migrate? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open this up into a video.
Math and science. In this video, I'd like to talk about animal migration. Migration is the regular, periodic journey of an animal from one place to another and then back again. Some migrating animals will travel thousands of kilometers. For example, the Arctic tern fly more than 17,000 kilometers between their summer home in the Arctic Circle to their winter residence near the South Pole. Animals usually migrate to an area that provides more abundant food or a more favorable environment for reproduction. Let's look at a couple examples. In birds, over 1,800 of the 10,000 species of birds migrate long distances each year. For example, Canadian geese travel from their winter home in the north to a more pleasant southern location as winter approaches. In fish, about 120 species of fish, including some salmon, will migrate each year between saltwater and freshwater. Herring migrate around parts of the North Atlantic Ocean. Insects even migrate. Some winged insects such as locusts and other flying insects such as butterflies will migrate each year. In other animals, there's a mass migration that occurs in the Serengeti, and it's an annual circular pattern of movement with some 1.7 million wildebeest and hundreds of thousands of large game animals, including gazelles and zebras. They're looking for a better place with more food and a better place to breed. So there we go, migration, moving from one spot to another and back for more favorable conditions. Thanks for watching, and Moo Math uploads a new math and science video every day. Please.
Okay, so there we go. So we just learned that animals need to migrate to one location and back again, usually for more favorable conditions. So let's go ahead and review that. Why do animals migrate? Just go ahead and say out some of the things that you heard in the video that might be reasons why animals need to migrate. Okay, were these some of your choices? Sometimes they migrate because of the weather. They maybe move from the weather's changing where they are, starting to get cold, so they go to a warmer climate. Or maybe it's getting warmer in an area and they prefer cold, so they're going to a colder climate. So sometimes they move because of the weather. Sometimes they migrate because of food, so maybe they're looking for better food choices. And sometimes they migrate to breed or reproduce. So sometimes animals will migrate to a certain area to have their babies, and then they'll go back to where they came from each year. Now, the other cool thing is, let's find out, how do these animals actually know how to get where they're going and then back again. So I have another short video clip for us to watch together.
Ever coming back? Yes, migration means a temporary change of environment. These birds are arriving from some place in the north to live here during our spring and summer. When it's winter in here, they fly once again to the other environment. This happens year after year. Some migrate hundreds of miles and others thousands. Wow! The Arctic tern, for example, is one of the birds that travel the longest distance. It travels twice a year and covers about 12,500 miles in no more than 12 days. Is it only the birds that migrate? No, lots of animals migrate. The migration of turtles is amazing. Yes, I watched in a documentary that they sometimes travel thousands of miles to do it. I know that salmons are born in rivers and then they move to the sea to live there, but then come back to the river where they have been born. How can they find their way? That's very good, Michael. Salmon who migrate from the sea to the rivers follow ocean currents. Besides, they keep the taste of the river water they've been born in their memory. What about those animals which fly? How can they find their way? Birds, the same as some insects, like the monarch butterfly, use their sight and memory. They're guided by marks in the land, such as a mountain or a lake. Besides, they use the sun and certain stars as reference. What do they do if it's cloudy? There is some research that suggests that many animals, like some insects, fish, reptiles, mammals, and birds, can orientate themselves following the cardinal points, same as a compass. I don't get it. The planet Earth works as a giant magnet. That is, it has got magnetism. So it has been demonstrated that certain animals can feel the Earth's magnetic field, or geomagnetism, and therefore orientate themselves. Jamie, what's happened to you? When we talked 2 hours ago, you told me that you were leaving for here. I was worried. I thought that I was coming this way, but in fact, I was going in the opposite direction. So what happened? After going around for about 45 minutes, I felt that I should have arrived by then and realized I was lost. I wished I had wings to fly and see where I was from the sky. Like migratory birds and the turtles. But turtles can fly, Jamie. No, what I mean is that turtles also migrate. Don't forget that animals can use more than one method of orientation. Do you mean that they may also be guided by the stars, for example? Or by the sun? Sure, but turtles must, at some point, stick out their heads from the water in order to breathe and see their position. That's right. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and answer the questions. You can also click the links on the right to continue learning.
Okay, so I just thought that was an interesting video to tell us how all these animals are able to migrate, because it seems like it would be kind of difficult to fly from one side of the country or from the planet to another part of the earth and still be able to get back again. So the question is, how do animals remember where to go and how to get back? So I want you to think about that for a minute. Think about what we just saw in the video and maybe just say something out. Okay, did anybody think of these reasons? Animals can use these to help them find their way. They can use visual clues. They can use the magnetic field of the earth. So we saw that picture where they use the north and south pole, and the animals can actually feel that in their bodies, and that helps them make sure they go the right direction. They can use smells, tastes, Some of the animals use the sun and the stars as reference points to help them figure out where to go. And a lot of the animals also use their memory. So once they've gone their path for migration several times, then they have that built into their memory that they can use along with these other ways to find their way, to get to where they're migrating to, and to get back again. Alright, so this last video that I'm about to show you, I'm just going to tell you about it very quickly. So this week I thought it would be fun for you to have a little additional STEM challenge to work on at home. So this last video also tells us a little bit about migration and what migration is. And then at the end of the video, it's going to give you a STEM challenge to work on this week. This is something that you can work on at home. You don't have to do it on the computer. It's going to tell you what to do, and after the video, I'll go over that a little bit with you. I hope that a lot of you will try to do this STEM challenge. It's a designing and building activity, and then hopefully when you do finish your projects, you can take pictures and videos of those and upload them to Seesaw so your teachers can see them. So let's go ahead and watch the video and see what this is about.
Ever wondered why animals migrate? What compels them to swim, fly, and run? Imagine all the exciting things they see as they move from place to place. Lots of animals migrate, even ones you might not expect. Birds, whales, butterflies, jellies, crabs, and many others must move to survive. But why? Understanding why animals migrate can help us learn about our world. But it's hard to study migration. Sometimes animals, like the Arctic tern, travel amazing distances, and we can't physically follow them. Other times, animals migrate in environments humans can't stay in for very long. Because we can't always see animals as they migrate, we don't always know exactly where they go. Their precise whereabouts and what they do there are a mystery to explorers. One mysterious animal was the monarch butterfly. For a long time, no one knew where monarchs migrated. That is, until explorer Fred Urquhart developed a way to study them. Now, technology allows explorers to study and virtually follow monarchs along their entire migration route. So, how do you study an animal that can't sit still? Engineers at National Geographic have come up with a few ways to study animals while they migrate. They use stationary camera traps that wait for animals to appear. They've used robots can do lots of things. Let's use sensors, like a camera or thermometer, to gather information about the environment. Then, the robot decides on an action to take based on the information it just collected. For a robot, collecting this information is really important when it comes to taking action and solving problems, both big and small. But how would you solve this problem? Have an idea? Great! Your challenge is to design, build, and test a way to study a migrating animal using your own robot-like design. Your solution must collect information about its environment and use that information to decide an action to take, the way a robot might. It must also have minimal impact on both the animal and the environment. For example, will your solution have a light sensor and turn on only when it's daytime? Will your solution detect movement and decide to take a photo when an animal walks by? You decide. Use the engineering process to design, build, and test your solution. First, you'll need to research the migrating animal you want to study. Why do you want to study that animal? How will your solution collect information that helps you? Now, it's time to design a solution. How will you do it? Will your solution travel alongside or on the animals? Should it be small, big? Will it be stationary and wait for the animals to appear somewhere? Think to get started? Then let's move. The animals are waiting for you. Explore your world. Discover how it works. Engineer your exploration. For more information on the Engineering Exploration Challenge, go to natgeoed.org/ngx.
Okay. So that's the challenge that I'm giving all of you this week. This is kind of just going to be in addition to your regular migration and other studies, and because this is something that you could just do at home extra. It is optional. You do not have to do the migration challenge, but it would be awesome if you decided to go ahead and do that. And like I said, you can just design it. You need to spend some time designing. You need to research which animal that migrates that you want to be able to try to track. You need to draw out some drawings, design how you think it should be built, think about their environment, think about making it low impact, which means you want to make sure and design something that's not going to scare your animal away. And then I want you to go ahead and build a prototype. Now, I know that you may not have the materials at home to actually build a robot or a device that's going to take pictures or recordings, but you could build a prototype just out of paper and what supplies you do have available around your house, and go ahead and build a prototype of the device that you think that we could use to track an animal through its migration to be able to study it more closely. So that is your extra challenge this week. I hope that you guys will enjoy that, work on that off the computer, and then take some pictures or video of you testing your prototypes after you've built them, and share with us why you made your designs, and share those back on Seesaw with your teacher. This is Mrs. Martin, second grade teacher from Dyer Elementary. I hope that you enjoy your science migration lessons this week.